Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Samina Pasha to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Samina Pasha's words. Today, a new light has been kindled, and today a situation has arisen that has created a ray of hope. I'm talking about the 5 independent judges of the Islamabad High Court who have decided to fight for their rights. They were standing firm before, and now they have officially stepped out to fight for their rights. We'll talk about this progress today. Additionally, there was also a video link hearing for Imran Khan today, and we will discuss that too. Moreover, Alima Khan came out today and has staged a sit-in in front of the judge's court, demanding a date to be set for the Toshakana case. We will discuss all these things today. I request you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Today was a very different morning. Honestly, when I woke up and saw the scenes, it felt like a different kind of light had been cast. You know, the kind of light that brings a ray of hope and makes you feel that there are still people out there, even if few, who are upholding the truth and justice. They are the ones who know how to resist, who are fearless, who stand firm for their oath. The entire nation is saluting the 5 great judges of the Islamabad High Court today. These are the judges who have vowed to restore the dignity and honor of the judiciary. They understand that if the judiciary itself is not independent, if it doesn't get justice, how can it deliver justice to others? These judges were firm before, and many challenges and difficulties came their way because of it, but they are still standing firm today. The step they have taken today will surely be written in the history of Pakistan and will be remembered. The visuals we saw today are not ordinary visuals. It's the first time we have seen 5 judges of the Islamabad High Court together, reaching the Supreme Court to obtain justice for themselves. The matter began when Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri was stopped from working. Before that, when seniority was changed and Justice Sarfaraz Dogar was appointed as the Chief Justice, they challenged that too. They also challenged the decision that came against it. Then Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri was targeted and stopped from working. After that, we saw a constant situation where sometimes rosters are changed, sometimes cases are taken back from them, and sometimes administrative committee powers are taken away. They have been continuously cornered with various conspiracies. Now, it is also being heard that through the 27th Amendment there are preparations to transfer these independent judges from the Islamabad High Court to distant locations. All of this is happening to pressure and intimidate them, but hats off to them for standing firm. Justice Mohsin Akhtarkiani, Justice Babar Sattar, Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri, Justice Sardar Ijaz, and Justice Samina, all 5 judges today reached the Supreme Court of Pakistan. They entered through the common door, filed their requests like any ordinary citizen, and returned in the same manner. They knocked on the door of the Supreme Court to seek justice for themselves. Justice Tariq Mahmood Jahangiri made a significant decision that he will fight his case himself without hiring a lawyer and represent himself in the court. This is a very interesting and significant development in history. Many people were discussing today that seeing these visuals was painful. It is a dark day, a shameful day for the history of the judiciary that today judges are standing for justice. Absolutely, this can be seen as an angle that the system of justice has been squeezed to such an extent. You've put so much pressure on the system of justice that it is now struggling. It feels like its foundation is shaking. However, up to that point, it's all right to say that these are the dark deeds of the present era. But what happened today, believe me, doesn't feel like a dark day to me. It feels like a bright day. It feels like a day of hope. Because I always say that tolerating oppression, being silent in the face of oppression, is never the solution to any problem. It only encourages more oppression. You have to stand firm against oppression. You have to resist it. Do whatever you can, but do it. Many people, even I saw, were saying that you're making noise because you lost your job and your accounts were frozen. We didn't make such a noise. Well, if you didn't make noise, you should have. If we stay silent today, this will keep happening tomorrow. We have to make noise to stop it somehow. We have to go somewhere and say, no, this shouldn't happen again. If we stay silent saying, this is how things happen, then the cycle of oppression will continue. Do I not have food to cook in my house? If my accounts are frozen, do I bring my children to the streets? If my accounts are frozen, is it because I have billions of rupees and I'm worried about it? No, I don't have any wealth in those accounts. Freeze them for 2 years if you want, but I will still raise my voice because it is my fundamental right. Whether my account is empty or full, the state has no right to take away my citizen rights like this. This is what I've always said. And thank God the judges have stood up and declared their resistance against the actions being taken. They are changing our seniority, taking away our cases, and stripping away our judicial powers. All of this can no longer be tolerated. We will have to fight against it. We will have to speak out against it. The 5 judges who reached today filed 11 different petitions with the Supreme Court of Pakistan. I don't know what the result will be, whether they will get justice or not, but at least they are making history today. At least the oppressors will know that they will face resistance. They will know that it's not that they will give orders and everything will be done. They will realize that there are still living, breathing people who will not let this happen easily. If they want to commit fraud or oppression, they will have to work for it. It won't happen without effort. The petitions these 5 judges have filed are very interesting and important. They summarize the recent events in the Islamabad High Court and show the current situation there. One of their petitions is about not allowing administrative powers to overshadow judicial powers to the extent that judicial authority is forced to surrender. This is the same issue with Sarfaraz Dogar, where administrative authority is becoming dominant over judicial powers, making other judges feel insignificant. They also say that bench formation should not be arbitrary. The bench should not change at will. This is against judicial independence. They say that judges must work together to establish the court's standard operating procedures and follow them. It shouldn't be the case that laws are created in a room at night and enforced the next day. They also raised the issue of the concept of the master of the roster. The Supreme Court had already decided, during Justice Qazi Faiz Isa's tenure, that the Chief Justice is not the master of the roster. So why is the Chief Justice of the Islamabad High Court acting as the master of the roster and using his discretion to manipulate things at will? The concept of the master of the roster is no longer valid, according to the Supreme Court. Everything should be decided by consensus and according to the set procedures. They also mentioned that changes made in the administrative committees were illegal, and the protection of the district judiciary should be ensured so that they can work independently. They further said that the status of a single bench decision should be respected and not overturned by a division bench, as was done in the case of Justice Babar Sattar. It seems that if one judge makes a decision, it has no value anymore. The decision of any bench in the Islamabad High Court should be respected equally. They spoke about the matter of preventing judges from performing their judicial duties, which can only be done under Article 209 of the Constitution. No 2 judges can stop another judge from performing his duties. Such a large decision cannot be made by 2 judges alone. This is not possible under the law and Constitution. So these are the 11 steps that these judges have taken. They have formally filed them in the form of petitions, and alongside that, they claim that they will continue to come and go and fight their cases themselves. Today, when Justice Mohsin Akhtar Kiani was asked how he felt when he came, he said, "We just thought we'd do a little bit of practice too. Law practice, meaning we'll also work as lawyers." He then said, "I feel like you all haven't been inspired by Qazi Faiz Isa." Now, you'll remember when he fought his case, he said, "God forbid we take inspiration from Qazi Faiz Isa." Now, just think, Qazi, your own colleagues, the judges, are now at a point where your name has become a curse. People do not want to be like you. And if anyone says you are like him, they say, "God forbid, may it never happen." You have reached such a low point that today your own colleagues, your own judicial fraternity, feel ashamed to even take your name or take inspiration from you. Nevertheless, today is a significant day, and I think now the lawyers should also feel ashamed. All this time, they've been playing politics over plots. Instead of standing with the Constitution and the law, they've been standing with grants. These people have licked the boots of the powerful, and organizations like Esen Bun and Azam Nazir Tad have danced to their tunes. they should now display some honor. If these judges are standing, they should stand with them and do something to protect the constitution and law. Today, I saw a large number of judges in support of these judges, shouting slogans. Specifically, Iman Mazarai came forward. She had previously given Justice Dogar a tough time. On the other hand, she raised slogans in favor of these judges today. There were also many lawyers present from PTI who chanted slogans in support. Today, another person was sent here to sabotage this entire event. Just like Tayyab Balok is sent outside Adiala jail, this person was none other than Wajid Ali Gilani, the president of the Islamabad High Court Bar. When he came, some lawyers raised slogans against him because, as you know, his background is also known. This man came into power with votes from PTI lawyers, and at that time he made big statements about opposing the 26th Amendment, etc. After winning, he immediately changed sides and sat in the lap of Azam Nazir Tad. Since then he has been standing only with the powerful and seems to protect their loyalty. It is clear that the lawyers have a grudge against him because he damaged the cause of lawyers by taking support from those who stood at that time and then changed sides to join the others. When they confronted this turncoat lawyer and raised slogans against him, he became aggressive and attacked. You can clearly see in the video that he pushed and tried to physically assault the people present, including waiting for a chance to hit them. Eventually, some intervention happened, and he was sent away. Despite his bad behavior, he later held a press conference claiming that he would file terrorism cases against the lawyers because they attacked him and even carried pistols. This is nothing but a lie. The videos from several cameras clearly show that the lawyers had no weapons with them. These people are so shameless that their deceit is written all over their faces, and they can be easily recognized. This was done in an attempt to derail the entire event, especially because the discussion on social media was all about these judges. People were saluting them, so these people were sent to divert attention. This is also the reason why they were sent today, to distract everyone from the event. After this, they played the terrorism card to further deceive and discredit the lawyers. But this has become a joke. The law of terrorism has become so meaningless that it's no longer feared. This is the same person whom they chose to protect lawyers' rights, and now he is filing terrorism cases against his own lawyer fraternity. This shows his hypocrisy and his game plan. First, sit with them, get their votes, and later change sides for the sake of personal gains. Such black sheep exist in every field, and this is why every field today is in decline. The situation of the judges today is because of people like Qazi Faiz Isa and other corrupt judges who have destroyed this institution and made it surrender. Now, the judges are standing in line for justice. These black sheep who exist in every field stand as the ultimate symbol of slavery, exploiting the entire system for their own interests. They not only discredit their fields, but also exploit the nation and the country. The first step is to expose these black sheep. It is good that in this case they have exposed themselves. Nonetheless, this entire activity took place today, and now we'll see how these judges are treated and how this situation is managed. If this issue continues like this, with lawyers standing with them, it could turn into a massive movement. There is potential for it to become one if the lawyers support them, and the PTI lawyers, who are part of these organizations, should fully support them. Only then will these judges feel empowered in their fight for justice. On another note, today Imran Khan had an appearance at GHQ in relation to the attack case. The hearing was supposed to take place at Adiala, but it was postponed at the anti-terrorism court. Can you imagine how much fear they have of Imran Khan? That even though the hearing was on video link, hundreds of security personnel were deployed outside the court as if Imran Khan was going to come out of the TV screen and something would happen. This is the extent of their fear. Earlier today, there was a brief delay, and the statement was given that Imran Khan was not ready to appear. When he did finally appear, he only stayed for a short time. Imran Khan made it clear that he was boycotting the hearing. He cannot accept a video link hearing because it endorses the isolation of Imran Khan. And this is exactly what they wanted. Just yesterday, Alima Khan had clarified that they would not allow such a move. Imran Khan also made it clear that he will not accept a video link hearing. He wants to be physically presented in court or have the court come to Adiala. After that, all of his lawyers joined in the boycott and the session was postponed. Now the government is in a bind. If they want to continue the hearing via video link, then Imran Khan will continue his boycott and the case cannot progress. If they want to avoid the boycott, they'll have to either bring Imran Khan to court or conduct hearings at Adiala jail. So now we'll see how they handle this situation. They're stuck both ways. Lastly, PTI also endorsed the recent agreement with Saudi Arabia, which was expected. They issued a brief statement saying that Pakistan, Tehreek-e-Insaf, believes this should be made public and its details should be shared. Let's see what happens next. That wraps up our translation of Samina Pasha's video. I hope this English version helped you understand her message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.